What up, YouTube? G4 Leader here. Once again, about to knock out a quick little video before I go to work. This video is going to be a viewer's request. One of my subscribers asked me what are my favorite 3 arcs in the big 3 anime. This is a very interesting question, because like I said, all 3 of these anime did have great arcs to me, arcs that stood out to me, so I'm gonna go over these with you guys, starting from Bleach. My favorite arc in Bleach, I would have to say, was the Saving Rukia arc. That, to me, that was Bleach at its best, getting to see Ichigo fight all of these people ranking up, basically seeing him go from fighting people like Ikaku to Renji. That was back then when Renji actually mattered. Renji was on par with Ichigo, so it was back then with that, because Renji was my favorite character back in the day. So it was nice seeing, back then it was good seeing Renji hang with Ichigo. He wasn't, further back like he is now. He was actually hanging with people. So it was nice seeing that, and seeing him fight Kenpachi too for the first time. It was just nice seeing Ichigo learn all these new techniques, level up, and just become a better fighter, and just him saving Rukia. I never liked Rukia in the story, but it was nice seeing him go after her. It was nice seeing him wanting to protect his friends, At that point right there, that's when I knew Bleach was pretty dope to me, so that was my favorite arc in Bleach, My favorite arc in Naruto, I would have to say, was when they followed Sasuke around, the Sasuke and Itachi arc. When Shippuden, when he got his team together to go search for Itachi and fight Itachi. This was a dope arc to me because we got to find out the truth about everything in this arc. We got to find out the truth about the Uchiha clan and what happened with Itachi. We got to have an epic fight between Sasuke and Itachi. The build up for this fight was so many chapters long, so many episodes long. The build up was so much, that when they actually fought, it was one of the most epic fights in the series, Uchiha on Uchiha fighting, so it was a lot of plot twists and turns in that arc. So like I said, that was definitely my favorite arc in Naruto, seeing them two go at it, and seeing Obito talk to Sasuke and tell him the truth about what happened to Itachi. We got to actually see that Itachi wasn't this big bad villain. He was actually a hero, and I respected that after that. Itachi became one of my favorite characters after hearing that, after seeing the real Itachi story come out. So that was my favorite arc in Naruto. My favorite arc in One Piece is the Saving Robin arc, the CP9 arc. This arc was dope to me because we got to see the Straw Hats go at it. This was the first time I actually started to respect Luffy. Keep in mind, if you watch my videos from all the way back then, I did not like One Piece back in the day. I was stuck. I couldn't get past the animation. I didn't like it. I didn't think Luffy was strong. But when I gave it a chance, I sat down, forced myself, gave it a chance, and got all the way up to the CP9 arc. And when I seen Luffy go into second gear, I was like, holy fuck. Okay, I fucks with Luffy. Luffy is kind of dope. I see why people love this dude. Second gear, third gear, him wanting to save Robin's life, him getting to say, Robin, tell us you want to live so we can fight for you. We can't fight for you unless you tell us you want to live. And her screaming she want to live, that shit was noble as fuck, that was like some redeeming features that Luffy has to me, that he showed some, that I liked his personality. When people ask him for help, he go in and save the people. He did the same thing with, Nami back, in the Arlong arc. She cried, asking for help. He took off his hat, put it on his head, had that look like I'm about to go whoop some ass, I respect Luffy for that, but getting back to this arc was dope because we got to see the whole Straw Hat crew fight. We got to see how strong they actually was, and It was very dope seeing that. Got to see Frankie fight. You know, people underestimated Frankie. Frankie was nothing to sleep on. He was a dope fighter. You got to see Zoro at his best. You got to see Zoro learn a new technique in a battle. You got to see Sanji learn a new technique. You basically get to see the Straw Hats level up against these people as they fight. You know, like I said, just a really dope arc in terms of action, and getting to see Robin's storyline, her backstory. You know, her backstory I really did enjoy. You know, so like I said, if you thinking of, so if there's other people out there like me who was skeptical about One Piece, just give it a chance. Like I said, that's basically what I want to say about One Piece in specific. Because I got a lot of subscribers that ask me, why do I watch One Piece? You know, so I'm just saying, give it a chance. That's all I'm saying, you know. But anyways, that's my 3 favorite arcs in the Big 3 anime. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You could, I want you guys to hit me down in the comments below and, tell me what was y'all favorite arcs in the Big 3 anime. Like, what arcs stood out to y'all as the best, you know. So hit me down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. G4 Leader here, signing off. Subscribe if you haven't. Oh yeah, and one last thing, I forgot this before, but it's actually pretty important. You know, after you watch this video, if you liked it and everything, please, if you could do me a favor and go to my Facebook fan page and like it, it would be greatly appreciated. You know, I'm trying to get 100 likes on there pretty soon, you know, so then I can start posting major content on there, you know. Right now I'm waiting till I have 100 likes on that channel, and then I'll be posting everything major on there. So please, if you like the content from my YouTube, go like the Facebook. Like, more to come on there really soon, I promise. But anyways, I'm out of here now. G4 Leader here, signing off again. My bad, guys.